Hi.
My name's Anthony.
My name's Anthony, and I'm a fan of MMA. Oh! Sorry, guys. Just had to get that out there. So, if you're a big fan of MMA like I am, one of the biggest things you're ever going to want to do is go to an actual MMA event. So, I'm making this video to kind of, for anyone who's never been to an MMA event, kind of just give you an overview. Last week, it was the first time I ever went on a plane, and I legit went on a plane for the first time just to go to an MMA event because Fedor Emelianenko, the greatest of all time, greatest heavyweight of all time, was going against Ryan Bader in the finals of the Heavyweight Grand Prix, which I've been watching this entire past year. So I was excited, and knowing that it may be Fedor's last fight ever, I wasn't gonna miss that. So, and I always want to go to a Bellator event. I mean, everyone loves UFC, and I do too, but Bellator is a pretty exciting company because they put on all these freak show fights where it's like Ken Shamrock versus Kimbo Slice or Royce Gracie versus Ken Shamrock. So I just wanted to go see Bellator, especially seeing Fedor. So I went on my own. I got there about half an hour early. I'm waiting in line. I'm the first one there. All right, I just got here at the stadium, and I just ran into Lyoto Machida, the Dragon. You know, so I was pretty excited. I just had him autograph my glove, so I'm pretty fucking stoked right now. Woo! So, first things first, before I even enter the building, I meet Lyoto Machida, and then I go in, and the first thing I see is this punching bag machine, the one that they always do on those UFC talk shows where all the fighters punch it to see how strong they are, and I got the chance to do that. I sucked at it, but I mean, I'm not a fighter. So I just tried the punching machine and I suck. I tried first with my right hand. I was like, all right. It's pretty weak. I'm left-handed, so of course it's my weak hand. I tried my left hand, did worse. So yeah. At the merch table, they're actually giving away free programs, which I've never seen. I've been to baseball games, Toronto Blue Jays, I've been to Raptor games, Toronto Raptors, I've been to a UFC, I've been to all these different places, and every place it's always like 15, 20 bucks for a program. At the merch table, Bellator literally gives their programs away. So it was pretty cool. So it was a pretty cool thing. It's literally just one cardboard piece, but it has all the fights on there. It's a nice little thing if you don't have enough money, if you just had enough money to buy tickets for you and your kid to go see a Bellator fight. This is just a nice little souvenir for anybody. So I took 3 of them. Sue me. I was walking around in the beginning and in the stadium before anyone was there, and I was like, this is an amazing building. It was literally like draped in red velvet. It was a beautiful building. And I took some pictures all around, and then I went and sat down, and then this guy sat down beside me. So outside, I just got here, I met Lyoto Machida, got his autograph, and I was super stoked. And the guy who's sitting beside me actually trains with him. So this guy's Ray, he's pretty rad. He's Shotokan, he studies Shotokan? Yeah. And I used to study karate too, and now we're at Bellator. All right, one of Ray's friends are actually fighting tonight, so. All right, Ray's friend is going to probably win by knockout. I have no idea how good he is. Never seen him fight. He's gonna win by knockout. He just won by knockout. Won by knockout. Hey! Woo! And because of that, because this guy trains and he knows what to look for in a fighter and everything and how a fight's gonna go, the whole time he and I were like discussing like how this guy's gonna win, how this guy's gonna lose, everything in between, like, oh, that guy's footwork isn't very good, this guy's wrestling is terrible, so he's gonna be taken down and just ground and pounded. Like, it was really cool. It was like my own MMA commentary right beside me, and that made it that much better. And the greatest thing about this, I was on the 2nd or 3rd row, top deck. It was the nosebleeds, but this building, it was the best building I've ever been in to watch a sporting event. It was perfect. I could have been in the last row on the top balcony. I would have been able to see everything just as well as I did on the 3rd row on the top balcony. Like, this is literally the perfect building I've ever been in my life. And if you ever get the chance to go to the Forum in LA, go there. It's literally like the Coliseum. It's a beautiful venue.
Fedor's about to fight. We'll see who wins.
It was a great card. It sucked because Fedor lost, but what are you gonna do? He's still one of the best of all time. It was just exciting to be there. And now I can officially say I've been to a UFC and I've been to a Bellator event as well. And I'm an MMA fan regardless. It doesn't matter if it's Bellator, UFC, or anything like that. If you were to ask me which one do you recommend, like UFC or Bellator, I would recommend a Bellator because Bellator, the best way to describe it, to me, it's more of a fan experience. It's more of a family-oriented type of event where you can bring your kids and it's not all that bad. Not that UFC is bad either, it's just Bellator seems more family friendly. But it's a really nice, casual, fun type of event. Like everyone was really happy to be there and it's fun. There wasn't any drunk, angry people just yelling and screaming. It was just a really fun place where people were legitimately interested in going to this event. And there were some really nice free things. There was that punching bag experience, which is like a nice cherry on top that I never expected to even see at this event. Once I was finished the event, I walked around and I waited in this area where I thought, and I'm pretty sure it was Fedor's family and friends kind of waiting outside this room, and I was waiting there just in case I got the opportunity to meet Fedor. I never got to meet him. But once I walked around a little more, I found a ticket stub. So I found a real ticket stub, which isn't something most people do anymore or get, but I wanted to make sure I got one, so I walked around everywhere I could to find one of these, and I got one. I was excited to see this, and I was hoping to get Fedor's autograph on this. Didn't happen, but what are you gonna do? And as I was walking around, once I left the actual venue, I was just in the parking lot, I saw someone running after someone in a blue dress coat. I was like, what's going on? And then I heard, Hoist! Hoist! Can I get a... I was like, oh, Hoist Gracie! So I ran over there. I met Hoist Gracie. I was like, hey, can I get an autograph? And he was like, yeah, sure, man. So he signed my UFC gloves, or one of my UFC gloves. I don't know if you can see that, but I got Hoist Gracie, first UFC champion's autograph, and that was pretty cool. And first thing he said to me was, your pen sucks. I'm like, didn't know, sorry. So in the distance, I see another group of people running towards another guy. So I could tell it was Daniel Strauss, who was a Bellator fighter, for those of you who don't know. And so I ran into him. I was like, hey, could I get your autograph? And he's like, yeah, sure. So he gave me his autograph and he signed my my program, which we saw earlier. But so he was nice enough. I didn't even ask him where to sign. I really didn't care because, again, I took 3 of these. But he was really nice enough to just sign it right on the black. And he actually started writing on a curve because he was like, oh no, and he just was going off. So he went back and he was really nice, and he for those who don't know, he was in a really bad motorcycle accident which left him, I think, paralyzed, and then now he's walking again, and he's actually going to fight this year, which I was like, whoa, okay, awesome. That was just an exciting thing. He's a really nice guy. Hoist was a really nice guy, and Leona Machida signed this glove, which is pretty awesome too. Really exciting. So that's my Bellator experience. I don't know about you guys, but MMA period, if you go to any big show, a big event, it's exciting. It's a fun thing. Something I didn't expect. For some reason, it's not that I expected this, but in an MMA event, I just expect a lot of drunk, angry people. I've been to bars before watching UFCs, and people get really angry and outlandish and really inappropriate, but at actual MMA events, it's really nice. It's whether it's UFC or Bellator, it's just a really nice experience. And if you like MMA, you should check it out for sure. So, if you're gonna ask me to rate Bellator versus UFC experience, gotta choose Bellator. Bellator was awesome. It was a great experience. There was more things for the fans to do. The tickets weren't ridiculous. The merchandise prices weren't ridiculous, and also they had free things. There were free things to do and free things to take. You know, it was a great experience. It was fun. It was cool. It was awesome. And I'm definitely going to go again if I had the chance.